All right, so you might be wondering why this is looking like a murder scene right here. This is what we had to extract from this headlight, this stupid piece of trim that Lexus insisted on putting inside these snow globe inaccessible from the back headlights, which cost, I thought these cost like $500 or $900. They cost $1,700. And this stupid piece of fake cheap carbon fiber trim with these little tiny clips, as you can see here, okay, they fit in down here. So this is the good one, and this thing rattled loose on the bumpy roads out here, and it rattled loose, and you can see it's down there. That's where it sat. Obviously I took this out finally, but it was sitting down here and it was rattling around in here. And you can see it actually, it might be hard to see on this camera, but it actually started to wear naturally by bouncing and rubbing against the clear plastic. This black rubbed a couple wear marks in there. So underneath of this this operating bandage is my absolute hack job in order to get this out of that headlight, because I couldn't stand to have this thing rattling around. Number one, the sound. Number two is you couldn't see the V here, or the whatever you call it, the running light. They used to call them angel eyes back in the day. You know, a little daytime running light was obscured by this black piece of plastic, and at night it was, you know, it was different, so it was driving me nuts. So I finally got rid of it, but all because of this. And we go, what happened here? But before I get into that, I want to tell you that it actually gets worse. So Lexus also put in these little fake, well, they're not really. This is the side marker, this clear part here. That's your actual side marker. So that's what lights up when you put your parking lights on. This is just a reflector, but guess what? That's loose too. So not only does the fake carbon fiber piece come loose, but if we look down here, it might be hard to see on camera, but that is the orange, or yeah, the orange reflector sticking out towards this way a little bit more, and it's unclipped. So this clips on the front of this orange piece, and then there's one or two clips back here. The rear clip is in, the front two clips are out. Can you see that? You might not be able to see that, but it's shaking. I know because I messed around with the other side. So bottom line is, Lexus, in their rush to update the design language of this GX460, screwed up the internal plastic nonsense on this design. What I'm trying to ramble is, when this thing came out as a Land Cruiser Prado, they did not put these triple beam LED lights with the running light. They had old school lights. And so when they tested this thing as a Land Cruiser Prado, they put in nice, rugged, old school type of lights. Now, I'm not arguing which light is better, you know, incandescent or halogen or whatever they were, xenon or LEDs like this. That's not my point. My point is, they rushed these new, I don't know what model year they moved to these triple beam LEDs, but they rushed to get to this triple beam LED design that you see here, and they did not put it through the rigorous off-road testing, such as the roads we're on out here, like they originally did with the original design, the original Prado lights from this generation. So if you don't get what I'm rambling, is the original design didn't have this stuff, this headlight, and they tested it better off-road. By the time they were like, we need to update this, we need to make it fancy, we need to put the triple beam LEDs and this nonsense, and then let's pretend this is carbon fiber, and let's put a stupid reflector here for no reason, even though the side marker's up there, blah, 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 so it looks fancy. They just slapped it together, and they didn't run it through vigorous testing. How do we know? You're looking at it. Look at these clips. What is this? Look how skinny and flimsy these clips are. They're just little plastic L clips. Look at this one. What? How is that little tang, this little harpoon clip? This is like something on a child's toy. I can just snap this off probably with my hand, but it's very, very thin. That should not have been, you know, there's the good one, but it's just clipped down there. And so when we're bouncing up and down on these roads, of course, that's what flies out and that's what breaks. And so you can see down there, the white area is the female region of the clip where it breaks out. So all they had to do is put in better clips or screw the thing down with a half of a penny bolt or screw, and that would have been the end of it. But they didn't secure this nonsense down enough in the name of rushing the new lights out to market. And the reason why these lights are so expensive, in my opinion, I can't prove this is a theory, is that by the time this GX460 generation was reaching the end of its life, which this is a 2021 and it went to what, 2023? So it's towards the end of the generation run, and it didn't start out again with these lights. So I think the people that got the contract for this new style triple beam LED, that's on all the new Toyotas. Like our Sienna has this style, and it's new technology is what I'm trying to ramble, and that's why they're so expensive. So $1,700 or whatever for this light from the dealer. Not because it should cost that much, but because this is all in the new Toyotas now. Again, including our minivan, so you get what I'm saying, that it justifies the price. I hope that made sense. If not, what I'm trying to say is, since it's new stuff, it's gonna cost more. And that's the whole point of this rambling. So, I've got this, my repair, and it is Mickey Mouse with lowercase letters. And so, we've got some threatening rain clouds here, and that's why it's covered up, because you know sealant is involved, because I had to go through the front of the snow globe and I had to seal it with something in order to keep the wind and rain out, or not the wind, but the rain, because I don't want this thing fogging up inside and getting moisture in it. So that's why the tarp's over, in order to keep wind and rain out, but all because of this nonsense. So, but that's the life of you know, when you're off-roading for real all the time, meaning every single day. There's not been a day this vehicle since brand new has been not off-road. So it's constantly off-road, and we don't talk about lockers and light bars and air actuated nonsense and this sort of thing. Out here, it's out here we talk about this nonsense. What happened to your headlights? Why do you have hood pins down here? What's all this stuff? What's the reason for that thing down there? What's the deal? What happened to your sunroof? Why do you got why is there JB Weld all over your sunroof here? What's going on here? What happened here? What's happened? What I'm trying to say is you get a lot of silly Mickey Mouse problems and damage out here. And what that means is, in order to fix it, you got to do silly Mickey Mouse repairs, because ultimately there's not sometimes not a proper way to do it. And that's why these things end up looking like hack jobs at the end of the day, because our roads are hack jobs.
Yeah, sweet snow is the deal. As she shouted, it's the funky lesson 1 to the